Football fans around the world witnessed an absolute masterclass as FC Barcelona demolished Daegu FC with a commanding 5-0 victory. It wasn't just a game, it was a symphony of precision, passion, and pure footballing beauty. And no, this wasn't just another friendly or a routine preseason fixture. This was Barcelona sending a clear message. They are back, and they mean business. Let's dive deep into this extraordinary clash, break down the goals, the plays, the emotions, and everything in between. Buckle up, because this is the story of how the Catalan giants took South Korea by storm. From the very beginning, Barcelona showed their intent. Even in a packed Daegu stadium with tens of thousands of South Korean fans screaming their hearts out, it was clear who controlled the rhythm of the match. The first 10 minutes saw Barca moving the ball like a dance, fluid, quick, and almost impossible to defend. Daegu FC were compact, determined, but they were playing against giants, and not just in name. The difference in class, experience, and sharpness became apparent quickly. The first real chance came in the 7th minute, when Lamine Yamal, yes, the teenage prodigy everyone's been raving about, picked up the ball on the right flank, skipped past two defenders like they weren't even there, and whipped in a cross that Ferran Torres narrowly missed. But the writing was on the wall. In the 12th minute, the breakthrough finally came. It was a moment of magic. Pedri, always the brain in midfield, spotted a gap in the Daegu defense and slid a perfect through ball to Rafinha, who took one touch and calmly slotted it past the goalkeeper. 1-0 to Barcelona. The silence that fell over the stadium said everything. It was the beginning of a long night for the home team. But even after the goal, Daegu didn't give up. They fought for every ball, tried to break on the counter, and had a decent shot on target in the 18th minute, forcing a good save from Iñaki Peña. But it wasn't enough. Barcelona's second came just before the 25th minute mark, and this time, it was a goal of pure team play. Starting from the back, Jules Koundé played it to Christensen, who fed Frenkie de Jong in the center circle. With a touch of elegance, Frenkie found Xavi making a darting run, and in a split second, Xavi chipped it over the defensive line to Ferran Torres, who took it first time and buried it into the bottom corner. 2-0. The Daegu defenders looked stunned, not because of a mistake, but because they had just been dissected by world-class movement and understanding. What followed was a stretch of football so dominant it bordered on ruthless. Barcelona kept 78% possession, completed nearly 400 passes before half-time, and didn't allow Daegu a single touch in their final third for over 10 minutes. Every time Daegu thought they had won the ball, they lost it within seconds. It wasn't just skill, it was suffocation. Tactical brilliance at its best. And then came the third. Just before half-time, in the 43rd minute, Lamine Yamal finally got the goal he so richly deserved. This wasn't just any goal, it was one for the highlight reels. Picking the ball up near the halfway line, he dribbled past three defenders, did a feint that sent the fourth sliding in the wrong direction, and curled the ball from the edge of the box into the top left corner. The goalkeeper didn't even dive. 3-0. The crowd may have been supporting Daegu, but even they stood up to applaud. Greatness demands respect, no matter what shirt it's wearing. The halftime whistle blew with the scoreline reading 0-3, and even then, it felt like Barca weren't done. And they weren't. The second half saw Xavi making a few changes. Lewandowski came on, along with Sergi Roberto and Fermin Lopez. But the intensity never dropped. If anything, it went up. It took just 6 minutes into the second half for Barca to score their fourth. And this time, it was Lewandowski, the clinical finisher, the predator in the box. A quick 1-2 between Xavi and Balde on the left flank led to a low cross that found Lewandowski completely unmarked. And boom, no mercy. 4-0. A poacher's goal, but one that showed how every player in this Barca setup knows their role. Daegu FC were trying their best to keep up, but their defense was crumbling. They were outpaced, outclassed, outthought. But let's give them credit. They didn't park the bus, they didn't play dirty. They stayed true to the spirit of the game, and that's commendable. But unfortunately, their resistance ended there. Because in the 72nd minute, Fermin Lopez added the fifth. It was a goal of desire more than technique. After a scramble in the box, with multiple defenders trying to clear the ball, Fermin kept his eye on it, pounced on a loose touch, and slammed it into the net. 5-0. Utter dominance. A total demolition. But this wasn't just about goals. It was about seeing a team that's rebuilding, rising again from the ashes of recent seasons, playing with joy, with heart, and with a sense of purpose. Barcelona looked like a family out there, young talents blending with experienced warriors. Players like Xavi and Yamal bringing fire, while Lewandowski and de Jong brought composure. Every touch, every pass, every movement had intent. And even Xavi on the touchline looked proud, not just of the scoreline, but of the unity, the chemistry, the sheer hunger that his team showed. And that's what this game was really about. A 5-0 victory is great for the headlines, sure, but the real story lies in how this Barcelona side played. With courage, with elegance, with spirit. For Daegu, it's a learning curve. They had moments of promise, brief sparks of fight, but they were simply up against one of the best footballing machines in the world. Their fans stayed till the end, applauded their players, and showed immense class. Respect to the Daegu faithful, they know the journey of football is never easy, but always worth it. And for the South Korean crowd in general, they witnessed a masterclass. This wasn't just a football match. It was a lesson in movement, patience, and execution. As the final whistle blew and the players exchanged shirts and hugs, one thing was clear: Barcelona isn't just preparing for another La Liga season. They're building something special. This team isn't perfect yet, but the foundations are solid, the talent is real, and the hunger is visible. If they keep playing like this, we might just be watching the birth of a new golden era at Camp Nou. And the rest of the world better be ready. So whether you're a Barcelona fan celebrating tonight, a Daegu supporter holding your head high despite the loss, or just a football lover who enjoys the beauty of the game, this match gave us everything we love about the sport. Goals, skill, emotion, unity, and magic. That's what football is all about. And here on Soccer Spender, we don't just tell you the score, we bring you the soul of the game. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into world football with passion, emotion, and insight, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here, football is more than just a game. It's a feeling. See you in the next video.